Hello, everyone. My name is Braylon, and I know what y'all gonna say. Braylon, you're like a couple of days late on this trade. Listen. I'm black, okay? I have to be late. I am one of the greatest procrastinators in human history, so I have to be late for multiple things. I'm late on all this free agency news. I'm late on everything else that's going on around the NBA. Crazy trades going on. I'll cover that in the video, by the way, tomorrow. Long video coming out tomorrow. Let me let y'all know, man. But today, although I'm a couple days late, I'm going to talk about this Ja Morant trade. As you can tell by the hat I am currently wearing right now, I am a Grizzlies fan. And my favorite player got traded to the Portland Trail Blazers. So, it took me a couple of days to, rejuvenate myself with the massive Ja Morant shaped hole that is currently in my heart. But, you know what they say, the show must go on. So, let's talk about it. Subscribe if you're new. Like and subscribe. Do whatever the heck you want. I can't really control you. I'm already out of it early. Oh my goodness. Let's get into it. So, obviously we all know the news. Ja Morant gets traded on Monday to the Portland Trail Blazers in exchange for Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. And that's it. That is it. No picks, no nothing, no other draft capital. There's a straight up salary swap from Jeremy Grant to Ja Morant and throw in Chris Murray. I feel like kind of funny that the Grizzlies were able to get, 4 first-round picks for Desmond Bane, but they were able to get, 3 first-round picks for Jaren Jackson Jr., and Ja, who's easily better than those two, or was at one point in his career, gets 0. Doesn't even get a second-round pick, not even a late first-round pick. He gets no draft capital. Now, let me talk about the story with Ja, man. Obviously, I've been watching this dude ever since his days at Murray State, jumping over defenders, especially that game against Marquette where he jumped over that one Marquette defender, if I'm not mistaken. One of my favorite highlights of all time. He gets drafted to Memphis, burst onto the scene as a rookie, wins Rookie of the Year over Zion, and just takes this team to heights that we had not been to in so many years. After the grit and grind era ended, we were just kind of mid for a good while, pretty bad at times. Ja comes in, just revitalizes the city, brings that new energy to the city. All the iconic dunks, how many posters he had. And in my opinion, maybe this is just delusion. I think we would have made the NBA Finals if he doesn't, bump knees in that Warrior series because he was playing out of his mind. Maybe that's just delusion on my part, but I don't know. The guy was different. And obviously, the fall from grace has been very sad to watch. Obviously, the off-the-court issues, which I'm not going to get into because that topic's been beaten to death. And obviously, the injuries. The injuries have really been bad. A lot of knee injuries. And he just hasn't looked as explosive and as, intimidating and imposing as he usually is. He still has, he still has the athleticism. He's only 26 years old, but he clearly is not the same player anymore. And it really sucks. It really sucks. So, let me talk about this from the Blazers' perspective. I really like this move for Portland. I really do. I think overall it's going to give them a lot more, energy, and they kind of have. They're obviously getting Dame back this year. I'm kind of interested to see what they're going to do with all the guards they currently have. There'll probably be another move in a couple of days. We'll find out. But you got Ja now, Dame, Scoot Henderson, Jrue Holiday, Shaedon Sharpe. You have 5 to 6 guards, and it's a logjam at point guard and shooting guard. So I'm interested to see how the fit's going to be. They're talking about how they want to really play Dame and Ja in the same backcourt, which defensively that's going to be terrible. It's going to be because Ja and Dame are both cones on defense, but offensively wise, that's going to be fun. And as a Grizzlies fan, it's going to be very easy for me to root for Portland because I like them as a team. I think Ja, Denny, and Dame are going to be a really nice little trio. They got an overall nice roster. I like Donovan Kling a lot. I love Tamani Kamara. This team has potential. They kind of just need a little bit of excitement, and they have that excitement now with Ja Morant. Like I said, I'm very interested to see how the fit's going to work because Dame can obviously play off the ball. Ja's obviously, he wants the ball in his hands. He wants to command the offense. Denny wants to command the offense as well, so we'll see how they're able to work with those two. Who's going to get the majority of the touches in on-ball situations? We will see, but the Blazers, look out for them next year. And for the love of God, Portland fans, please keep Ja safe, bro. Please treat him well. I know, he's kind of a controversial figure, but he treated us so well for 7 years. keep him safe down there. That's all I ask. And from Memphis's point of view, listen, I understand Grizzlies fans are really down in the dumps, especially with just like the trash return that we got, getting only Jeremy Grant, who's probably not going to play that much for us. We might end up flipping him anyway. And we get Chris Murray. But guys, it was the right move. It's time to move on. The 2022 season was fun. It was the year I really became a fan. I guess I kind of jumped on the bandwagon a little bit. But it was time to move on. It's time to move to a new era. This team clearly was not going anywhere. I would like to see Ja stay for another year, but we can't just keep him on the team. If we're going to go full rebuild, we got to go full rebuild. Rip the Band-Aid off. We already traded Desmond. We already traded Jaren. Let's just complete the trio and blow it all up, man. So, it's going to suck, you know what I'm saying? It's probably going to take a good while for us to get over this. I am excited to see when he eventually does return to Memphis. That's going to be fun. But it was time. It's time for a new era. We're starting the youth movement in Memphis. I'm excited to see what Cameron Booster's going to bring. I'm excited to see Ty Jerome man a point guard for the first time because he played really good. He averaged around 20 points last year before he got hurt. Very good player. Excited to see what he can do in a full-time role. Jalen Wells, Cedric Coward was incredible as a rookie. Zach Edey, Walter Clayton, Taylor Hendricks. I'm excited to see what these young guys can bring to this table. It's going to be interesting, obviously. We are in full tank mode, and literally just before I made this video, the last member of the 2022 Grizzlies team was traded. Santi Aldama was traded to the Dallas Mavericks for A.J. Johnson and a 2030 first-round pick and a couple second-round picks. So, the last member of that iconic 2022 team has now been traded. So, we'll see how that goes. But, overall, if I had to grade this out, I'll give Portland about a B+ for this trade. I'm really just betting on the upside of having an exciting point guard in the backcourt. Because, listen, everyone thinks Ja's washed up. He's still only 26 years old. He's still clearly in the prime of his career. He might not be the best three-point shooter, you know what I'm saying? But he could still get to the rim with the best of them when he's healthy and at full strength. And I feel like having Damian to work off ball, a great mentor. Obviously, Dame coming back from the Achilles injury. That would be great. I think Dame will be a incredible mentor for Ja. Kind of the guy who can tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, young blood, it's going to be all right. We got this. So, that's going to be great. Right? And obviously, he's still one of the best passers in the NBA. He'll be able to set up Donovan Clingan, Kamara, Shaden if he's still on the team with all sorts of crazy lobs. So, excited about that. From Memphis' point of view, I'll give it about a B-. I mean, we knew it was going to happen. I'm very underwhelmed by the return we got. But at the same time, we weren't going to get much back for Ja. His trade value had been completely depleted. So, Jeremy Grant, his contract is awful. That is a terrible contract, but we weren't going to get much else for him, so I guess we'll take Jeremy Grant. He's probably not going to play that much this year. I would highly expect he gets traded soon. Chris Murray, we'll see what happens. He's still pretty young. Obviously, the brother of Keegan Murray, we'll see if he can develop here in Memphis. I really have no thoughts on him. I mean, there's another young throw-in. We'll just basically throw a dart at the board. We'll see if it hits. So that's about all I got for this video, and quick little message. Thank you, Ja, for everything that you gave Memphis. All the great 7 years, all the poster dunks that I still rewatch to this day. Thank you so much for everything you gave to this city. I hate it had to end like this, but you will never be forgotten in Memphis. We will always love you, my boy, and I can't wait to see you ball out in Portland with Damian Lillard, one of my favorite players as well. So that's all I got for the video. I will have a NBA all-season and free agency video out tomorrow. I also have a Padres rant out tomorrow. I'll probably record the Padres rant in the morning, and then the free agency video will be out probably around 6 or 8. I'm not saying that stupid phrase again. But just stay on the lookout for some more videos. That's all I got for the video. I love y'all. Like and subscribe if you're new. Hit the notification bell. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. God bless. Peace.